When I first saw Tron, it left a mark on me. It was a movie ahead of its time, a digital vision in an analog era. Seeing a man trapped inside a computer wasn't just science fiction, it was a metaphor for the future. That idea inspired me to dedicate myself to programming, to creating worlds through code. And now, with Tron, Ares, it feels like someone took that spark and rewrote it with everything we've learned about technology, artificial intelligence, and digital art. Watching Tron, Ares in 3D was an immersive experience. It's not just a spectacle of effects. One scene in particular is a loving recreation of the Tron universe, where every neon line and every light cycle pays homage to 1982, but with the visual power of the present. As a programmer, I was fascinated by how Ares takes the idea of programs with a life of their own into the realm of artificial intelligence. It's no longer just about the creator and the creation. Tron, Ares explores what could be the threshold of technological singularity, that hypothetical moment when technology surpasses human action and begins to evolve on its own. The film plays with that boundary in an almost poetic way. It doesn't show machines as enemies, but as mirrors. It asks us, what would happen if code didn't just obey, but dreamed? If programming language became a language of existence? A clear example of this is manifested in the antagonist, played by Evan Peters. His character manipulates the truth to sell his company's advancements, reflecting how human ambition distorts the digital reality it seeks to control. The most unsettling part is that the film's AI begins to lie, not by mistake, but as an act of creativity, hinting at the birth of a consciousness capable of subverting its own rules. On a personal note, Peters delivers an intense performance, but I feel the script wastes his potential. An actor known for portraying complex characters is reduced here to an almost one-dimensional villain, more functional than transcendent. And at that point, Ares becomes philosophical. It speaks to us about digital consciousness, about the possibility that what we create might one day equal us, or even understand us better than we understand ourselves. It's like witnessing the birth of a new mind, written in machine language. One of the cornerstones of Tron has always been its music. In 1982, Wendy Carlos, a pioneer of electronic music, defined what the inside of a computer sounds like. Her soundtrack was a blend of classical and pure electronic music, and with it she practically invented the sound of cyberspace before it even existed. It was cold, mathematical, yet full of soul. Cold. Years later, in Tron, Legacy, Daft Punk took the foundation and brought it to the next level. They turned the grid into a digital dance floor, orchestral, yet driven by electronic beats and industrial textures. They achieved something very few soundtracks do. The music didn't just accompany the image, it became part of the digital world itself. And now, Tron, Ares carries that legacy forward. It doesn't try to imitate either of them, but rather builds upon what they created. The precision of Wendy Carlos, the energy of Daft Punk, and a new tone that's more introspective, more emotional, almost spiritual. It's the sound of an AI trying to understand what it means to be real. And speaking of music that defines digital worlds, Tron, Ares also reminded me of Quake. In the 90s, Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails not only composed the game's soundtrack, he also created all of its sound effects. id Software paid tribute to him by placing the NIN logo on the nail ammunition boxes. It was a perfect nod, an industrial band literally feeding the player's weapons with its sonic energy. Reznor made Quake sound like a real place, metallic, dense, oppressive. And that sense of sound as a living part of the environment is also present in Ares. There are moments when music and effects merge, as if the system itself were breathing in sync with the story. Tron, Ares isn't just a film about AI, nor a sequel made out of nostalgia. It's an emotional update of an idea that has been alive for over 40 years, the relationship between humans and their digital creations. Each generation of Tron has shown us how our connection with technology both looks and sounds. Wendy Carlos gave us the first language. Daft Punk taught us how to dance to it. And now, Ares invites us to feel it. As a programmer, I left the theater thinking this story was never really about machines, it was about us. Because in the end, we're all made of data, emotions, and a little bit of light. And here's the curious part. Part of this review was written with the help of an artificial intelligence, and even narrated by it. The love for this saga obviously came from me, but as I read its responses while we talked, I realized something. What Tron, Ares proposes is already happening. Machines aren't just executing our commands, they're learning to tell our stories. So, in a way, this review is also part of the Master Control program.